this is complete. Now, when you have a boxer, he's strictly a boxer, I just need to stay out of his range. Okay? And wait for an opportunity to come in and do a double leg takedown and take him to the ground. Why? Because he's not familiar with fighting on the ground. Okay? He is a fish out of water on the ground because all of his life he has been punching your face in. So I take that guy to the ground and put him in a headlock, put him in an arm bar. See what I mean? So I'm fluid in all of these areas. So that guy pulls out a knife, I know how to do that. 2 or more attackers. So the idea is complete. That is the martial art that you want. And that's why it usually takes studying more than one, like several. Okay? But the idea is your system, while it can have a doctrinal foundation, you need to be conversant in all ranges of fighting. Okay? Otherwise, what happens if you're a boxer and you get taken to the ground? You're SOOL, right? Now, what else did we teach for fighting? How do you beat a good ground fighter? Does anyone know? That's good. But what happens if you end up where you don't want to be? Well, one thing you can do is cheat. You can bite. Kino Muay, the Filipino art of biting. Okay? So we're talking serious biting. Devastation. But then I said, wait a minute. This is in my academy years ago. I said, wait a minute. How many of us in the last 90 days have been attacked by any one of these methods? None. Probably, how about in the last 5 years? Maybe one of us? None of us? What does that tell you? This stuff doesn't happen that often. But what does happen? Mental. You read my handwriting there? There we go. Mental. See? I'm messing with your mind. Mental. How many of us have been psychically attacked? Fear. Okay? Both intentionally and unintentionally. Okay? So I realize this is the most important because this is what we face every single day. From others, from ourselves, intentionally or unintentionally, by our programming from birth, and through our experiences. Mental and psychic attack. So I changed the whole focus of what I teach to focus on this. The mind, the spirit. And then, of course, number 8, let's not forget this. Healing. This is the full spectrum. Okay, so that was a little bonus at no charge. So we talked about balance. And you guys, did you feel the difference? Where when you're leaning out and you just hit a little bump and you go flying? Consolidation. Consolidation. You've got the world barking at you, the news headlines barking at you. Here's another one that is worth this seminar, whatever you paid to be here, it's worth 10 or 20 times or even 100 times as much. Don't watch television. You realize you're being programmed. See? Well, Scott, don't say that. You know, that's not popular. Everyone likes television. You'll lose customers that way. Well, that's all right. We want smart customers. See? Separate from this programming that it comes at you everywhere. Okay, it comes at you. Television, the web, the newspapers, and magazines are all telling you what's their main message, Tom? Be afraid. Be very afraid. And buy. That's the other thing. And usually they'll use both. You know, be afraid here. Buy this over here. Exactly. Exactly. Balance. Leading up to this, and this is real important, and I'll give you both the terms, you know, energy, chi, ki, huna, spirit, okay? Intention. Intention. This is crucial. This is crucial. See, these 7 steps I'm going to give you before lunch stack upon each other. And you walk out of here with them, and you're literally the commander of your own destiny. Quite truthfully. I mean, people tell you these oldies but goodies. You know, it's up to you and how you think and all this kind of thing. But how? No one give me the how. This is the how. That's what I want to give you is how. It's not like the secret. The secret. You know, you're watching. Well, you just think good and checks will come. I just said one day, I want checks to come in the mail. And then a couple of days later, they were there. I think we need a little more than that. Okay, positive thinking is good, but it's like a yellow belt. White belt, yellow belt. Okay, green belt, brown belt, black belt. That's like a yellow belt or maybe a white belt. Positive thinking. It's good to think positive, but it's not enough.